Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 summer hack DIYs that are easy, affordable, and are going to be useful all summer long. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it. That always helps out my channel. And if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. Now let's go ahead and jump right into today's hacks. For the first DIY hack in today's video, I'm going to be creating a patio table. I'm going to start with this metal stool from Dollar Tree, and it came from the $5 section. They have them in a ton of different colors. I'm also going to be using this larger wood round. This one came from Lowe's, and it is 1 by 15 inches. I then painted the entire round with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. You could always spray paint this, but I just had this chalk paint on hand, so I used what I had. Once I was done painting it, I did need to seal it since it is going to be a patio table, and I just used a clear matte spray sealer. After the sealer was completely dry, I'm then using some hot glue on the center of the bottom of the wood round. That's just gonna put a hold for right now because the E6000 that I'm using with the hot glue does take a little bit to dry. I'm then gonna flip the wood round over and center it on the top of my metal stool. And then to give it a little bit more of a hold, I'm using some screws all around the bottom inside of those slots just to make sure that everything stays together. Here's the table all finished. You could even use this as a plant stand, and I created this for just under $14. Next is a DIY hack number 2. For this one, I'm going to be creating a storage patio table, and I started with this larger planter that I picked up from Lowe's, and it is from the Allen and Roth brand that they have there, and I just really loved the pattern and color on this one, and it was the perfect size. So I'm first just taking the wrapping that was on it off, and then as you can see, this is the beautiful design, and it was under $23, so a really good price for that as well. I'm also going to be using this nonstick pizza pan. This one is from Walmart, and it was just under $6. You could leave the pizza pan the silver color that it is, but I went ahead and spray painted mine with a matte black spray paint. And then I chose to store some of my son's summer toys inside of the planter, but you can store whatever that you would like. And then I just put the pizza pan on top of the planter to create my table. This is what it looks like all finished. It was super easy and inexpensive, way cheaper than buying a table already done. Moving right along into DIY hack number 3. For this one, I'm going to be making a tabletop tiki torch, and I'm starting with this torch fuel canister. I picked this one up at Walmart for $1.98. You can pretty much get these at any stores like Lowe's or Home Depot, even Walmart. And then I also picked up this planter. This one is from Walmart. They carry this exact one in 2 different sizes, and I picked the smaller one, and it was just under $10. It is from the Better Homes and Gardens brand, and the first thing I'm doing is just removing any tags that are on the planter. To fill my tiki canister, I am using this torch fuel. It is the Tiki brand that I'm using. I already had this at home since I do have tiki torches, but you can buy this at pretty much any store during the summertime. I'm just filling the canister until it's up to the fill line and then placing the lid back on and just making sure that it's secure. Next, I'm placing the tiki canister in the center of my planter. Then I'm going to be using some of these black stones. These ones are from Dollar Tree, and I'm using 4 bags total, and I'm just pouring the stones all around the tiki canister. And then that was it. It was time to light the torch and enjoy not being bit by a bunch of mosquitoes. And I think it is super cute on my outdoor table as well. Now for DIY hack number 4. For this one, I'm going to be creating solar candlesticks. I started with 3 of these globe solar lights from Dollar Tree, and the first thing I'm doing is just removing the bottom portion of the solar light, so I'm just left with the globe part. Next, I'm going to be taking 3 of these candlesticks from Dollar Tree. I'm using one of the shorter ones and then 2 of the taller ones. And I'm just going to be attaching the globe lights onto the candlesticks. I'm using some E6000 around the tops of the candlesticks, and then I am using a little bit of hot glue around that just to set the candlesticks in place now until the E6000 glue basically dries. So once I did that to all 3 of them, they are all finished, and this is what they look like. They're really pretty in the daytime, but at night they glow so bright and they are absolutely beautiful. For DIY hack number 5, I'm going to be creating a really pretty decorative solar light. I'm starting with this glass vase from Dollar Tree, also these clear gems from Dollar Tree, and a solar light also from Dollar Tree. So the first thing I'm doing is just removing the bottom portion of the solar light, and then I'm also going to activate it and take off the little black ring that was around the top of mine because I will not be needing that piece for this project. I then filled my vase with one of the bags of gems. I had a little bit of a hard time, as you can tell, they kept popping out, but once I had one bag in, then I placed my solar light in the center in between all those gems, and then I took the second bag of gems and then just kind of placed them around the solar light. I would have to move the solar light over a little bit just to get the gems in, but once I had the second bag in, it was all finished. This is the decorative light lit up all at night. I think it is so beautiful. It only had 3 pieces to create it, and it's just a really pretty piece that you can add to any of your outdoor tables. For DIY hack number 6, I'm going to be creating my own mosquito repellent candle, and for this I'm using a lemon, a lime, I also have some mint leaves, and then I picked this basil and mint essential oil up from Dollar Tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut my lemon into several slices. Once that was sliced, I moved on and cut several slices of my lime up, and then I'm going to be using this glass jar. This one is from Dollar Tree. No surprise there. I'm placing the lemons in the jar first, and then I'm placing some slices of the lime inside. I then just picked off some of the mint pieces. I've even seen people use basil if you don't have mint or you can't find mint. I've even seen this done with basil. So I'm placing my mint inside around the lemon and lime. I'm then going to be pouring some water into the jar, and then once I have the water in, I'm just taking a few drops of that essential oil and just placing it inside right over top of everything else. And then I found some of these floating candles. These ones I got from Joann Fabrics, but they do have these at Dollar Tree as well. How cute is this piece all finished? Not only is it a cute thing to put on your table, but it's going to keep those mosquitoes away as well. For DIY hack number 7, I'm going to be creating a solar lamp. So for this one, I'm going to be using a wooden candlestick that I already had and then a wood round. The candlestick I used on a previous project, and I'm just going to be repurposing it. It was already painted black, and here I just needed to touch up the paint a little bit with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. I then used that same color on that wood round just to give it the same color as the candlestick. Once those were all dry, I'm hot gluing the candlestick onto the top of that wood round to give my lamp a thicker base. Now I had this lamp that I bought from Hobby Lobby on clearance. It was $3.99 when I got it. I didn't realize it doesn't work. So here I'm just going to take the lampshade off, and that's the shade I'm going to be using for my lamp. I'm also going to be using one of these Dollar Tree solar lights. I'm just taking the bottom off of the light and then also a little circle cap that was on it. Then it was time for me to attach the solar light onto the top of my candlestick, and here I'm just doing that with some hot glue. Once that was on, I used some of my E6000 glue on the top of the inside of the lampshade, like you can see here, and then I did add a little bit of hot glue to that as well. Once I have that on, I just placed it right in the center of the top of the solar light to create my solar lamp. Here's the solar lamp lit up at night. It is so cute and just a little different than your average solar light, and it's just the perfect accent piece for any table. Next up is DIY hack number 8. For this one, I'm creating lightsabers. So I'm taking red and blue pool noodles from Dollar Tree, and I'm just cutting the blue one down to the size that I want it to be. I'm just using one of these little saws I had in my craft stash, but you can use any kind of serrated knife. And then I took that pool noodle and just used it as a guide to cut down my red one because I did want them to be the same size. This is going to be the perfect fun toy for the 4th of July, and they are so cute. So once I have them cut down to the size that I want, I'm going to be using 2 of these flashlights that I also picked up from Dollar Tree. They do take 3 AAA batteries. You can buy batteries at Dollar Tree as well, but I have tons at home, so I'm just going to be using the ones that I already have. I just opened up the flashlight, made sure I had all of my batteries in so that my flashlight works, and these lights are actually really bright. I'm kind of surprised. So once I have the flashlights all ready to go, I'm just taking them and just kind of turning them to make them fit inside of the hole on the bottom of the pool noodle. I did that with both the red and the blue. My son has so much fun with these at night, and they were so inexpensive and again, perfect for the 4th of July. DIY hack number 9 is perfect for kiddos that like to eat popsicles outside in the summer. I'm going to be using some of these muffin cups, which pretty much everyone has on hand, or at least I know I always do. So I'm just taking one of them and I'm going to be folding it over a little bit and then just creating a small slit right in the center using some scissors. I'm then placing the stick of the popsicle through that hole that I created, and now any of the little drips from the ice cream or popsicle are going to go into the muffin cup and not all over your hands or your kiddos' hands. This is my son enjoying a popsicle without any of the mess. Now for the final DIY hack today, hack number 10, I'm going to be creating aloe ice cubes. I'm using this ice cube tray from Dollar Tree. It is a seashell shape. They have so many different really fun ones for summer, or you can use an original tray. And I'm using some of this banana boat aloe. So it's really easy. I'm just squirting some of the aloe into all of the little ice cube seashells, and then once I have them filled, I'm just placing it into my freezer to let them freeze. And then anytime I get a sunburn, I can just pop them out of the freezer. You can see here they're all nice and frozen, and then you can just pop them out and put them on your skin, and it is so cooling and refreshing, especially if you have one of those really bad sunburns. That was all 10 of today's summer hacks. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it. It really helps out my channel. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments, letting me know which summer hack did you like best from today's video and which one are you going to try out this summer. Thank you so much for watching.